Hi everyone, delonewolf here, and welcome back to some EVE Online. Welcome also to a first look at the Phoebe release. So that's just been deployed, from what I can tell, pretty successfully. I came home from work a few hours after the deployment of Phoebe. I managed to download the patch, install it, no problem. Quick restart of the computer, which I think is always a good idea before actually starting up a patched game. Came in here and it's all looking very nice so far. Obviously the first big change here living in the C1 wormhole is that we can finally see our own bookmarks out into space. So all of these little blue icons here, like enemy depot, that's one of my bookmarks. Here is gas site. Over here is that a planet, and then a safe spot as well. Yeah, there's stuff all over the place, and the really good news is right here. Look at that, so many signatures that have spawned here all of a sudden. We were usually sitting at around maybe 2 or 3 signatures, most of them wormholes. This is a nice change of pace. Quite a lot has come in here all of a sudden, so that's pretty awesome. And as I've said so far, technically everything seems to be working as intended. I've not really seen a lot of problems. I also don't see a lot of blue in help. That is pretty unusual for a release day. Usually you see more people, but maybe there are just not that many game-breaking bugs about at the moment. Or it's also possible, of course, that their focus is on nullsec, which after these changes could be a very interesting place as well. I look forward to some of the news stories that will come out from nullsec with these changes. The wormhole should look a little bit brighter. Not really seeing that much of a difference, but okay. And yeah, here we go. This is gonna be the wormhole living after the Phoebe release. Some of the great stuff. The blue loot from our combat sites has increased in value by almost 200%, so it's worth almost 3 times as much as before the patch. Obviously we've been hoarding it for a few days now, so that's pretty awesome. And of course we also get those new data and relic sites from nullsec in the wormhole, which explains the big number of cosmic signatures that has come in here, which can probably provide us with even more money. So that's actually looking pretty good. I do think that the blue loot from most combat sites which will actually fuel the POS for a day in value. It's really become worth that much more. That's pretty awesome. So one thing that's I'm gonna have to try and find something for is, of course, that the D-scan is a separate window from the probe scanner. I mean, you could still put it in the same window, but D-scan is super important, so I actually want to find a way to incorporate that into the UI here, while also having access to the probe scanner at the same time. Not sure how I'm gonna do that, but I'm sure I'll figure something out. Anyways, let's just do a little bit of probing. Katsugo has actually already probed everything. If I look here at this, all of the signatures, but I think it could be pretty cool, maybe for people that have never seen EVE Online and come here for a first look at video. This could help them a little bit. So yeah, I deploy my probes. Obviously I need to descan there for a moment, and this is what greets us. As you can see, quite a lot of signatures. They're a little bit grouped up, but let's for instance just grab a couple of these and have a quick look at what is available here. So this is usually how I start my day in the wormhole as well. I'm cloaky. I do a little bit of patrolling around the system, you know, check all the planets, see if there's nothing on D-scan. After that I move myself to a safe spot, and I start scanning for all of the signatures that are new in the wormhole. Obviously it's gonna be more work than before. Before the patch we had maybe 2-3 signatures in the wormhole at most, and most of them were other wormholes again. So this would obviously let me see here. I'm gonna quickly scan out the gas site here. So this is going to take a little bit more time. Now we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 signatures here all of a sudden, and if I go for the stuff that's been scanned already, we've got gas data, wormhole relic, and a wormhole to nullsec space. So that's actually quite a lot. And I think all of the data sites from Katsu's report. Let me see here. I do need to press the right buttons. All of the data sites are nullsec variants, and I should maybe scan one of those down, because the gas sites in C1 wormhole are not really that great. But SIA, let's see if I can find that one. It's over there. Okay, I'll scan one of these. It should be a nullsec variant, and then we'll be able to tell, if all goes well, what sets them apart from the normal wormhole data sites. This is very important because Katsuko was actually surprised. He found the relic site as well. He thought, well, that's the best loot. Let's go in there in the frigate to quickly see if we can grab something good there. Yeah, turns out it had sleepers in it, of course. So it's actually pretty important that when you're scanning in the wormholes with these new systems, that you can quickly recognize these new data and relic sites that will not have rats in them, that you can actually do in a frigate. And normally they all have like a pirate faction in their name. So let's check that out for this data site. Let's see what type of data site this is. That could be interesting. I should also keep one eye on this scan, of course. But so far everything is decently quiet. And yeah, there you go. Central Angel Sparking Transmitter. So Angel Cartel, Gurista, Serpentis, whatever. If you see that in the data or relic site, it's actually one of those nullsec variants. And you can get some loot pretty easy there, of course. Be careful for people camping that. I'm sure that that's actually going to become quite interesting, with both people trying to get to the loot and other people trying to get to the PvP kills. So yeah, that's looking pretty good. Anyways, I'm not going to scan all of them down, but this is how I would start my day in the wormhole, and I thought I'd quickly share that with you. And one thing that I still have to do is I have to check where our exit is. So let's quickly go here for wormhole HiSec, which is RIZ or PIZ, RIZ 839. I go at a distance just to be safe. You know, you do want to be careful in wormhole space, and I'll show you guys how I do this. The mobile depot, it's reinforced, should be gone by tomorrow. Not a huge story there. We did chase someone doing one of our combat sites away, and he left behind a mobile depot, which we then reinforced, and we're gonna blow up as soon as possible. And why is there no wormhole here? Oh my god, is there another wormhole? Yeah, right here. Let me see. So RIZ is actually the old one, I suspect, so I'm gonna get rid of that. Yes, that means we have 2, 4, 6, 8 signatures left. Alright, in our bookmarks as well. Well, Katsuko did not do that entirely correctly. You know, when you see that one of the signatures is gone, the normal rule is that you also remove it from the corp bookmarks, of course. So here we go, warping in on this blue icon right there. So obviously that's the wormhole. Here we go. And let's see what that looks like. Alright, that actually looks decently Galente. That's interesting. So let's have a quick look here. It's got a lot of Amar though. It's got a lot of Amar. And no, actually it's a lot of Amar. It's mostly the wormhole glow itself that look like it could be Galente. And what I do here is I actually save this location and I call it exit. Put that in the corporate locations. Oh god damn it, now there's 2 of them, so I'm gonna actually get rid of all of this. Yep, the bookmark maintenance, it's actually pretty important. So save location, we call that the exit. There we go. I'll quickly bounce on one of the planets. And why do I do this? We've actually found that when you bookmark from the probe scanner, so let's say that I would have scanned this wormhole down to 100%, then warp to it at 0, you actually don't end up at 0. This is not entirely accurate. What you get from the probe scanner, we usually end up at like between 5,000 and 10,000 meters from the wormhole. But having done this step right now, cloaked and fully safe, I actually have a bookmark that will be a warp in at 0 on the wormhole, which is of course very important if, for instance, you do a logistics run in a transport ship. You don't want to have to spend 10-15 seconds slow boating to the wormhole. So yeah, this is one of those other routines that we do over here. Let's press warp within 0 now, and we'll see where this wormhole leads. And yeah, the D-scan, it's a little intrusive over there on that corner. I'll figure something out. Maybe do something with the chat windows or something like that. That's a possibility. I'll have to find something because it is a little bit annoying, but I'll figure it out. So here we go. It's actually pretty close to our wormhole with force field there. And there we go. Look at that, right? 0 meters. I can get through here. Let's have a quick look here. Beginning to decay. Medium-sized ship has not had its stability. Blah, blah, blah. So I can go through there, no problem. And let's see where this quantum leap takes us. A system called SATAM 0.9. Obviously, first thing you do here, you save this location as the return wormhole, so that we can find our way back. I'll have a quick look at where we are exactly. 6 jumps from Amar, 14 from Jeddah, and 18 from Io. Now, we often end up in systems at these distances in Amar space for some reason. Yeah, that's okay. This is the maintenance done. Again, here you can see the small blue icon from the bookmark sitting right on top of the wormhole. I think that's pretty cool. And if I go back in the wormhole, obviously now I'm on a timer for 5 minutes. Remember that for people that maybe don't do wormholes that often. I could not jump back out until 5 minutes. So let's again warp to like one of the planets at 100, do another D-scan. At this point I usually take the chance to reload my probes, and then by the time I'm in warp I can also cloak back up, and that's done here once again. But yeah, I'm definitely liking this Phoebe release here so far. I guess I'm also showing you guys the routine that I'm developing by living here in the wormhole when I first come online. And one of the really big things that I like here is that you can see all of these bookmarks here, and it feels a lot more like this is a system that we know. This is a system where we live. We have all of these bookmarks, and look at that, finally a CCP in helping people out as well, so they're here as well. But I must say so far it's all looking pretty damn good and functional, and I'm liking these changes, especially with the separate scanning windows, which I can recall right here for D-scan. I like the bookmarks in space. I really love those. And other than that, yeah, I think we're gonna be quite a bit more busy with all of these extra signatures in the wormhole. Anyways, that's it then, guys. Phoebe is looking like at least it's a good start so far. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.